Hi everybody, welcome to this Expert Division qualifying round video guide with tournament wins for the All-Star Tournament here on the channel. Hope you're doing well. Please give me a thumb up and make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Replays and adjustments for all 9 holes in the qualifying round with some tweaks thrown in along the way for anything that I didn't drop. Plenty of stuff to use as references though to help you get qualified. If you're playing pro, check out the pro video there. That is on my channel as well. In the meantime, let's get started. Good luck. Here's hole number 1. Nice wind angle here, might need a tweak or two due to wind strength and wind angle variance, but something to work from nonetheless. 5.8 topspin, 1 bar side spin to the right, setting up at the top of 25 yards with APOC 5 plus, P5 max with APOC 4. Have a look at the second bounce so you can see it on one of those tree shadows with your spin added. So a few references there. Yellow ring, of course, touching the rough with APOC 5 and 6 only. Max plus 10, P5, is going to take us down the cliff, but don't worry, we're going to be okay. So making our adjustment, then I'm going to push up a certain number of yards. We're at plus 9. It does get a bit glitchy, but here you can see I push up to plus 17. So that's an 8-yard push-up. Like I said, you may need to tweak that depending on your wind angle. Then we're going with circle break over power, no curl. So just find that point where the triangles appear in the shot circle, and then we're going to take our shot. Perfect ball away. First bounce on that fairway, second bounce on this one, third bounce into the rough, and rolling out onto the green for a very short putt. It might even get a hole in one. On this par 3, I'm going to show you a rough bump. It is a little bit touchy though, and you may need to tweak it, but here is a reference for you to work from. 2.5 topspin, 3 bars left spin, and here it's all about finding the right position. You want a little bit of the green ring, the inner ring, overlapping the rough, but the ball guide is the key here. Ball guide through the hole, and you can see the tip of the ball guide ending in that light green square beyond the pin. So make sure you pause the video, get some references. Now unfortunately this tree trunk is going to be in the way in certain wind angles. Nothing much can be done about that. Just have to try and zoom in or find a camera position that works for the wind angle you have if it obscures your rings. But we're going mid plus 15, power 3 settings. Like I said, you might need a tweak or two here depending on the adjust, and if you don't feel confident with the rough bump, just play a standard bounce up instead. This is a very tricky hole to drop. Thankfully, just snuck that in on the right hand side. On this par 4, we are going to find our position first, and you're going to want, with APOC 5 and 6, the inner green or the inner yellow ring, whichever you want to call it, touching the bunker edge, and then we're going to add spin. 5.8 top spin, 3 right spin. It's at P3 max with APOC 5 plus. APOC 4 you would need to stretch 1.7 rings into overpower in order to find the position. And then with APOC 4 and only with APOC 4 you would push up 6 yards after adjusting. Then we're going with full overpower, about 2 ball of curl to the right, and then we're going to hit perfect. It's a slightly slower needle, which increases our chances, of course, of getting that perfect shot. Missing the tree very, very comfortably, and tracking down the fairway, you want a nice roll out here. Drive distance is going to be around 405 yards. Second shot, I'm using the ring references here. Red ring touching the beginning of the fringe, and then I'm adding spin. It's going to be between half a bar of backspin and 1 bar of backspin in order to get the ball guide. As you can see here, it's just stopping a little bit short, like 1 cup short of the pin or the hole. And then we're using our landing position plus yards to adjust. This is a tweak on the notepad depending on the judging by the miss in the video, but for plus 1 I would suggest you play 85% slider, 10% elevation, pull over the bullseye, and it is 2% per yard. So if you're at plus 2, you'd be further away, so I go 87% slider and so on. More information on those reference checks and using the slider on the Academy tutorial playlist on the channel homepage. Like I said, this one is a tweak based on the unfortunate miss here, just catching the edge and lipping out here on this par 5. If you're enjoying the free content here and want to help support the channel, then you can do so in one of three ways. You can click the thanks button directly underneath the video, you can use the PayPal link in the description down below, or you can become a channel member as well. All support of the channel is greatly appreciated. On this par 4, very good chance at a hole-in-one actually. It's going to be set up as follows. Bullseye directly over the rough line at the top of +6 with APOC 5 and above, top of +12 with APOC 4. 5.5 topspin, 3 left spin is what I use here, and the adjustment is max +10. If you don't want to aggressively pursue the hole-in-one opportunity, then I would reduce your adjustment to max +5, and you'll see why when I take the shot here in the video. Full overpower, plenty of curl. Look at the tee, draw a line down. It is aligned with the top tip of that left-hand triangle. There is your curl reference. Slowish needle, which is good, and the left curl brings us in there. You can see max +5 would give us a bit more room from the rough with that first bounce, but max +10 is coming in very nicely for a good luck at the hole-in-one. Sadly, just a bit pacey on this occasion, so you could dial back the topspin a couple of clicks if you wish. Here is a no moving target shot on this par 5, 5.8 topspin, 3 left spin, and like I said, no move target, so make sure you start with the correct club and ball, and then we just adjust our rings. Max +0 in this instance, so maximum distance, 0 elevation. Making our adjustment there, 6 rings for me, and then we're going to take our shot here. No overpower, no curl, just constant. Sorry, there is a little bit of curl. I decided to go with inner wall left curl just before the circle drops as the overpower reference. Was going to go no curl, but decided just to put a bit of left curl on. Works out nicely. We're finding the middle of the fairway and rolling out here to a drive distance of approximately 315. Second shot, white fringe check, top of the white ring touching the fringe. It's 2 backspin and approximately 1 left spin. It was on the screen very quickly there. Find the funnel with the ball guide going through the hole, approximately 1 green square. Move left and right and you'll find the right spot on that one. And the reference check is the top of the white ring touching the beginning of the fringe. You can see it was +5 here. That will be +7 for sniper level 9. And then we take our shot. It's mid +10 for a fringe check with a white ring at +5 here with sniper 10. If you're using sniper 9, like I said, that will be +7, and you use sniper 10 numbers. So 2 backspin, 1 left spin, might need a tweak depending on your drive. On this par 3, we are going to add spin first, and it is 6 bars of backspin and 3 right spin. Then we find our position here. We want to catch the funnel, and you can see the top of the yellow ring is touching the beginning of the fringe and the white ring is touching the bunker there. So you've got 2 ring references to look at. Once, of course, you've added spin, you'll have the ball guide as shown, showing it catching the slope and moving back down towards the pin. But your ring references are your primary point of reference here. Max +20 power 2 settings here. Very nice funnel that we're going to play into. Not tested in higher winds, but I wouldn't imagine you'd have any difficulty on this par 3 with slightly higher winds with a Kingmaker. Perfect ball away and subject to any wind angle tweaks that you might need due to slight wind angle variance. You've got a very good chance for a hole-in-one, catching the slope and falling very, very nicely indeed. Before we carry on, a quick reminder to please become a subscriber of the channel here. It is totally free and I'm on the road to 20,000 subscribers. With your help, I can get there fairly soon, I hope. So please click that subscribe button right now. On this par 4, we want to drive the green, and we're going to go with, in the video, 5 backspin and 3 right spin. But don't worry, if you've only got 4.5, 4.5 will work as well. Setting up here at the top of +13 with APOC 5 and above. And then we are going to make our adjustment max +0. You can see the second bounce just before the end of the fairway. So if you're using APOC 4, you might need to stretch out a little bit into overpower to find that point, and then push up the equivalent amount of rings after you've adjusted. Max plus 0, full overpower with a slow needle and outer wall curl to the right. And the goal here is to hop over the bunker, but if you do end up in the bunker or the rough before the green, it is a very, very easy save indeed. If you've got more backspin, you could try a click or two more, but you want to be putting for the eagle. On this par 3, we're going to play a simple 1-to-1 adjustment, and the spin is 4.8 backspin and half a bar of side spin to the right. You might need to tweak the side spin depending on your wind strength and wind angle, but this gives you a good reference. I'm looking at the blue ring, and a good part of it is touching the fairway line there on the top and around the top left area of the blue ring. So make sure you're kind of hugging that rough line as best you can. 1-on-1 is the adjustment, so 7.8 in wind. We're going to adjust this one at 7.8 rings in total. Don't worry about adjusting down the hill. Still going to be absolutely fine on this one. So pulling our rings nicely there, 7.8. That's going to be the same even if you've got sniper level 9. And then we're going to take our shot. No curl, no overpower. Might need a couple of clicks of curl either way for wind angle tweaks, but you can take a token or two, dial those in as you go. We're just getting this one in though on the on the left-hand side of the cup. Hole number 9, safe eagle play here. QB 9 or 10 at P3 max with a white ring just touching the rough line. Then we add our spin, 2.5 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left. Make sure you don't go with 3, it's only 2 even though you're using a kingmaker. And then we are going to adjust our rings, maximum distance, 10% elevation, power 3 settings. Quarterback is needed here for the nice curl, and we've also got plenty of accuracy as well. We're not adjusting into overpower, so no danger of that. And then it's max left curl just before the circle drops as your overpower reference, and hit perfect. Minor great left, minor great right with the QB here though is going to be absolutely safe. Bounces on the fairway and rolls up towards the end of the fairway here, and that will set up our approach with our wood club. Going to go with the Cataclysm, or you could go with the Guardian here as well, or the Big Dog, but you want about 4.5 backspin and 3 left spin. This is just a safe shot to green rather than an albatross attempt. Of course, there are more aggressive drives available with premium balls if you want to explore those. I'm not setting up at max, I'm just a little bit away. Look at the ball guide reference on the green for a secondary reference here. Max minus 10. This plays uphill. Don't worry about the collision ball guide there with the trees. We're going with 3/4 ball curl to the right. Make sure you avoid the trees. I'd rather go with more curl than less here. The idea is just to miss the trees, bounce on the fairway and leave yourself a nice easy putt for your eagle. Thank you for watching this video on the All-Star Tournament here on the channel. Don't forget to join us over on Facebook as well. Over 12,000 members, loads of discussion points, free guides and shot sharing over there. Loads of people that can help you out, answer questions about the game as well. So I look forward to seeing you all there. In the meantime, good luck for the tournament. See you soon. Bye for now.